Hey guys, what's up? It's Ryan Tommy, also known as Squid Prince, and I have another match with the UU Hex team that I've been playing around with, and it's still it's still doing its thing in UU. So let's go ahead and get started. I am on the near side today, and looking at his team, I decide I want to just start off with Toad Kiss, see what he's gonna do. I end up going for a try attack, see if he can get something, 'cause I wasn't really expecting agility. So I know I am bulky enough to take a hit because it is unstabbed, and then I can go and T-wave it. And then at this point, I was like, alright, I don't want to die from an ice beam, so I'm just going to bring in my zoomer out. He doesn't predict me to come in, so I do resist the hit, and he's still going down from life orb, so I'm just going to go for a superpower. No need to go for priority because I do have paralysis. So that's one thing down. Now he ends up bringing in his Heracross here. And I don't want to take any hits. I figured he was scarfed and mega horn. Uh, I resist that regardless, but I end up just going for a T-wave just in case. I don't know. I for some reason I thought maybe he'd be guts boosted because now that I'm dealing with status, that's what I think about. He ends up taking me out with the Stone Edge. I do my Toad Kiss. Realize that he's not scarfed, and I'm pretty sure Toad Kiss's base speed is higher, so just take him out. He ends up bringing in Houndoom. Expecting a move, he goes for a sucker punch, and I was like, psych, I'm gonna T-wave because that's what my team does. So now I'm gonna end up just going for a roost. He ends up going for a nasty plot. I was like, okay, I need to be a little careful because Houndoom is, pretty vicious. He got really good stab attacks, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, and he's Life Orb. Oh, jeez, that thing is a tank. Regardless, I just go for the roost thinking he was going to sucker punch, and he just stays with the safe play and dark pulses. So I end up bringing my Drapion. I was like, alright, let me get some spikes up. This way I could start wear down the Darmanitan and the Machamp. Because I figured Machamp usually runs no guard. Like I don't see Guts Machamp. The only place I see that is like Little Cup, Zoom Arrow, and I just Aqua Jet. Because just in case, like if I waterfalled, I didn't want him to bring in Darmanitan, then I would have to take a hit. So I end up going into my Rhyperior, predicting the T-Wave. He ends up going for it. Now, for some reason, I just thought he would stay in. So I just end up going for a Rock Blast on the Machamp as he comes in. And now I do want to get my rocks up, because that will help me out with Darmanitan and Togekiss like tremendously. More Darmanitan, so Machamp ends up going for payback. I guess he thought I was gonna switch into Schiller, expecting a dynamic punch. Cause like when he did that, I was like, why didn't he just dynamic punch? I realized that I have a ghost that my whole team is even based around. Then my Rhyperior, I just go for an Earthquake, get some damage off with the Toxic and whatnot. And he ends up going for dynamic punch, takes away 64. The bulk up boosted, stab boosted, and all that. So I break through confusion, go for a Dragon Tail, knock him out, bring in the Darmanitan. Now this is how strong defensively Rhyperior is. He takes a stab Flare Blitz from Darmanitan. I'm sure it's Scarf, probably Jolly, but regardless, like Darmanitan has some massive power, and I'm just eating hits. Like Rhyperior, he looks a little hungry. A Flare Blitz. I end up breaking through confusion, get a Dragon Tail off, knock out the Darmanitan. Next time he switches in, he will be knocked out. So my last is really just Togekiss, which I know Zoomerau can take a hit anyway. So whatever he wants to do, he ends up going for a nasty plot. I guess predicting the Aqua Jet, because I know Togekiss can take Aqua Jets. So I just go for the safe play, go for an Ice Punch. He ends up bringing in Machamp. And now this time, I predict the dynamic punch, switch into Chandelure, and he actually ends up staying alive. Toxic isn't enough to take him out, and this is it. I finally get my first Hex kill of this team, which I felt, pretty good about. I was like, hey man, that's awesome. Team's doing its job. So that match and I'll continue to see how this team does. You know, I like using this team. I think it's a cool concept, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.